Hi Pisces, welcome back to my channel, those of you who've joined me before, and a big hello to all of you who are new. Thank you for tuning in. I do feel like I've been missing in action for the past I think it's nearly a month actually. I have done some twin flame readings, but the horoscope reads, yeah, I never like to do half measures, so if I'm not feeling at my best, I just don't read, you know, and but I'm hoping that, you know, I'm on the up now. So I'm going to look today at your love life, Pisces, and just see what's ahead for you for the month of February. So, Spirit, we're with Pisces, please. Spirit are ahead of us already. Okay, there's a great achievement there. And the healing light. So there's some issues that are that you may have healed from. You may have feel Pisces, that in the month of February you may feel that there's a big breakthrough here. You know, if any of you have been struggling with any sort of ill health or any sort of maybe inner childhood wounds, inner child wounds, I should say, not inner childhood. That was interesting. Anyway, I'll go off on a tangent if I start exploring that. But, you know, it feels like healing has taken place, and it feels like you're really proud of yourself for this healing, you know, because if we heal ourselves within, then we're in a better place to be in a relationship. So, you know, I do get the feeling of pride for the month of February. Like you feel that you've really achieved a breakthrough or a shift in energy, and, you know, the energy is feeling lighter during the month of February. So what I want to do, that was just sort of overarching energy that I like to start with, but I'd like to have a look at how your person is feeling, and also I'd like to have a look at how you're feeling. So I don't know why I said that in two separate parts, but you know, I want to use the love. Let's have a look at these. The love oracle. So let's see, how is Pisces person feeling, please? Thank you, Spirit. Oh, well-deserved reward. So somebody's feeling happy. I'm going to move the camera back so I can get more room on the table. Here we go. Somebody's feeling happy. How else is Pisces person feeling, Spirit? Trust. Okay. I'll go through them in a moment, so let's just get some more cards. Rest and reconsider. I laugh because I have issues with these. I'm going to put these up here because I have issues with these camera angles all the time. I'll get there. I will get there, honestly. What else, please? What else is the feeling from Pisces person? Ooh, darkest fears. Okay. We'll clarify that in a moment because that's quite interesting, because the other cards have been quite positive. So let's see. So we have your person here feeling quite sort of happy about things, feeling on top of their game, feeling like, you know, the relationship's going well, you know, just feeling quite positive about things, you know. I think that there's definitely trust. They're definitely feeling trustful in this relationship, which is a huge positive. And that's why they're feeling, Spirit have just said to me, emotionally secure. So it's almost like your person is feeling grounded at the moment. They feel quite happy with their lot. They feel that there's a lot of trust between you and them. And so, you know, that's a really positive start. It may have been that they've been taking some time out to reflect about what they want moving forward and about how life is at the moment. And, you know, that quiet contemplation has actually led them to being quite peaceful on the whole. It's almost like it reminds me of the Hermit card, this card. It's that bit about withdrawing from everything that's going on to actually think through, you know, and reflect. And I feel that there's a lot of that going on in February. I know during the reading I tend to say at the moment, but it's because I'm talking about February, because I'm reading for February, if you know what I mean. They have some hidden fears though. And it's interesting that we had the healing light come up in the first instance, because it's almost like there's some fears still to be healed. Okay. And this could be, you know, a fear of commitment. It could be any sorts of fears. It could be fears that aren't even related to the relationship. We'll have a look in a moment when we go through with tarot. But it could well be, yeah, again, I keep saying childhood wounds. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like inner child wounds that are surfacing occasionally and they're trying to get hold of. But on the whole, there looks like there's happiness ahead in love for you. Okay. Let's see how you're feeling, Pisces, in the month of February. Ooh, you're feeling a bit sad for some reason. You're thinking about moving on. Now, obviously, this won't be all of you, but we could have a mismatch. Yeah, win or lose. And I need to take this one because it's standing out. And love. Ah, okay. So we seem to have a little bit of an imbalance for some of you, Pisces. It feels like, you know, we saw your person feeling quite secure, feeling that they, you know, can trust this relationship, being quite happy with their lot, having some inner fears. But for you, Pisces, you may be sensing that your person is spending too much time in hermit energy, you know, doing too much reflecting, too much hiding away, not sharing their feelings as much as you'd like them to be. And I get the feeling that, you know, you're maybe feeling that you don't know what is happening with them. You don't know how they feel about you. You don't know how it's going to move forward. And it's leading you to feel sad, and it's leaving you to feel a bit sort of isolated because you don't know how they feel about you. Where they're sitting there in their bubble almost, feeling quite happy with their lot, but they're not communicating that to you. It's led to some uncertainty for you. And I think in your mind in February, you're doing perhaps a bit of overthinking. You're wondering whether or not this relationship is for you, whether or not you should move on. We'll find out why in a moment when we clarify, but it's something that is, yeah, going round in your mind at the moment, you know, and maybe this is what you're trying to heal from. Maybe this again is your inner child wounds, you know, your insecurities, because you don't know where you stand. It's leading you to feel very insecure. But in a way, Pisces, I feel like you're ahead in your emotional healing. You're ahead of your person because you do have this sense of achievement that we saw earlier. You know, and I always think, you know, obviously this table looks very wedding-y. So for some of you, maybe you're looking for a solid commitment from this person, but because they're not sharing their emotions, you're wondering, you know, where is that going to lead to? And, you know, how is it going to be? And are we going to be together? Does he want to commit to me, or does she want to commit? Whichever way around it is for you. You know, so it's leading to this uncertainty, and you know, even though you've done your healing, it's like you're ready for the next step, but they're not quite there yet. So, you know, you want the clarity. This always reminds me of the Ace of Swords. You want this beginning that is clear, and this clear communication, you know. And you almost feel like it's make or break time. It says win or lose here, but you feel like, you know what, we need to move this forward. We can't just stay static as we are, you know. Some of you, this won't apply to all of you, obviously, because some of you may be quite happy in your relationship, or some of you, you know, may be really struggling. But, you know, I do get the feeling that in February you're at a little bit of a crossroads, that you feel that there's got to be some sort of step forward, you know, or step away, you know. I'm not advising you to do either. You will know what's right for you. Do remember this is a very general reading, but it does feel like you want to go one way or the other. The appearance of the love card, tells me that really what you'd like, what is this commitment from this person, okay? And because you're not getting feedback from them about what it is they want, you know, maybe some of them are just avoiding the issue because they're quite happy with things as they are, and they're afraid, basically. We see their darkest fears here. They're afraid to move towards a loving commitment. Now, that has nothing to do with you. That has to do, again, with this inner child. I'm really getting a strong message of inner child issues here. So, you know, this is what's holding them back. But for you, you're asking for some sort of commitment, some sort of at least verbal expression of how they're feeling about you. So, you know, as I say, there is a little bit of a mismatch, but I don't feel it's necessarily a mismatch between you and your person. I feel it's a mismatch in where you're at, in what you expect from this relationship or what you would like from this relationship. So let's just go through with some tarot and see. Oops. And see. So, Spirit, what is the well-deserved reward about, please? What is the well-deserved reward around, please? Oops, my goodness. Let me just gather up these cards because we don't want all of these. Do we want the Ten of Swords? We do. So Spirit is saying that, you know, this person feels like they're actually doing quite well at the moment. They feel like they made a good decision to be in this relationship. They feel that things are you know, just. They feel that things are stable. But, you know, there's yeah, I do feel it's about them not having to make a decision, but feel that they made a good decision. Because in the past, I think this person had difficult relationships or a difficult relationship that they've struggled to get beyond. I do feel that maybe this is where, again, even though I felt this was childhood, maybe some of the fears are relating to a previous experience in a previous relationship, that they've been hurt, but being with you has been a good decision for them. You know, that is how they're feeling. And this is why they trust you, because you're different to the person they've been with before. So what is this trust about, please? Yeah, I think they felt trust with you. They're throwing out two cards. I didn't really want to, but we'll get to. Okay. We have quick movement here, something happening very, very fast. And I think that, you know, they knew, it was almost like an instinctual thing. They knew they could trust you. So, you know, some of you may have got into a relationship very quickly with this person, and I think this person is feeling that they did that because they felt they could trust you from the beginning. You know, they moved forward very quickly. But let's see what this card is. The Seven of Swords. The light's fading in this room, so I'm having to tip some of these cards that are dark. Yeah. Yeah, there's some sort of underhand movement here. So again, I feel it's interesting that this came out under the Ten of Swords here, because I feel like in the past they couldn't trust the person they were with, that they were stabbed in the back by them, they were treated badly, you know, they were let down in some way. So, you know, there was a lot of devious behaviour going on before. But with you, they have this trust, and that is why they moved quite quickly into your relationship, or felt, even if you didn't get together quickly, they felt that you were someone they could trust. But they still have these deep-seated fears that maybe it's not true, you know? That sounds like a contradiction in terms, but, you know, when fears are very deep-seated, sometimes they can sort of rear their heads when we least expect it, can't they? So why do we have rest and reconsider, please? Yeah, I say he, she, whoever, your person is feeling, you know, like they are in charge here. They feel very in control. They feel like, you know, they have reached the top of what they could expect. I mean, look at this. He's standing like an emperor I'm at the top of my game here. I feel like I've won the jackpot with this person, you know. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling secure. I'm feeling in control of things. And when I say control, I don't mean that in a negative way. It's just that they feel empowered because of the love and connection they have with you. So they're very much sitting in their emperor energy. And this is what they're thinking about when they're on their own. They're thinking, well, at the moment, you know, why would I want to change anything? Because actually, I feel in control of things at the moment. I feel, you know, for my life, I'm actually feeling, you know, happy with everything. So why would I want to change that? And I think by thinking that, they're ignoring some of these fears. Let's find out about the fears, please, Spirit. Yeah, sorry, they've just thrown out the Hangman. So, you know, they're biding their time because, as I said, they're avoiding these fears. So they may not even recognize, and I know this sounds crazy to say, but they may not even recognize they've got any fears. You know, because they're feeling in their emperor energy, feeling like they're I keep using the word control, but you know, they feel good. They feel like everything's fine and they can manage the emotions that are connected to the relationship you've currently got. So any thought of moving it forward sparks the fears in them and they play for time, basically. So I'm going to use the same cards, or shall I? Yes, Spirit just said yes. So yeah, it may be, look, you know, with you feeling sad and isolated here, it may be that, Pisces, that you are sorry, I'll reword that. It may be that you're actually you know, keeping your thoughts and your feelings to yourself. You may not have had this open discussion. Maybe you're waiting for your person to step forward. Remember, this is a February reading, but you know, it may be that you're not wanting to sort of let go of your feelings, your emotions, and while you're waiting for your person to express their emotions, Spirit is saying, have you expressed yours, Pisces? You know, not just what you want, but how you're feeling as well. You know, have you been vulnerable with this person? Because it feels like you're holding everything there. You won't let go of anything there. So, yeah. I was just I paused then because I was just considering whether or not there was a financial aspect to this card, but I don't feel there is. I feel this is about emotions, which is odd because it's a Pentacles card, but it really is about not letting go of a situation, keeping, you know, playing your cards close to your chest, which is what I was going to say earlier. So why is Pisces feeling, you know, or considering moving on? What's this about, please? Yeah, you're contemplating a change, Pisces, you know? It feels like the emotions haven't been explored between the two of you, but because you're feeling that, you know, you're not sure where you stand, you're contemplating making a big change in your life, you know, moving on, pastures new, and, you know, just contemplating that really. And it is because, as I say, your emotional needs aren't being totally met. And maybe because you've gone through this transition, because you've been healing and you feel proud of yourself for healing and feeling more complete, that maybe, you know, this person, your person not expressing their feelings is making you feel that you deserve better, you know? So, but are you expressing your feelings? I don't know, Pisces. It's something to think about for February. Yeah. I think there's a danger that you could, if you're not careful, rush into a situation. It's interesting that we have a sword card here. We have the Knight of Swords. And, you know, obviously this is like the Ace of Swords here. And it's almost like you're trying to rush a situation. So be mindful of that, Pisces, in February. It's almost like you're trying to rush some sort of decision. You know, you're ready for a change. You're feeling good. I'm just going to do it. you know. And it feels like you're in that energy. The Knight of Swords moves at rapid speed, you know, comes in, makes changes at rapid speed. So, you know, you may need to sit back and contemplate for a little bit longer, or if you've been contemplating for a long time, then, you know, that's up to you. You have free will, but it's just something to be mindful of. Because this person may be quite happy with their lot because they're unaware of how you're actually feeling. Because I get the feeling the conversation hasn't happened. So why do we have love, please? Why is the love card here for Pisces? Why is the love card here for Pisces? Oops, thank you. Yeah, you see the Hierophant. So there's some wisdom here, but the Hierophant is also about healing, you know? It's also about tradition. And I do think that maybe for some of you Pisceans, you're ready for a marriage situation. And maybe, you know, as I say, the feelings behind that maybe haven't been portrayed to, you know, the person that you're actually with. So, you know, that's there may be a miscommunication here, so be mindful. As I say, in February, be mindful of that, Pisces, because if you really want to be in a loving situation with this person, do they know how you feel? I think that's the overarching message from today's reading. Because it seems like they're sort of carrying on in their own little world, you know, thinking everything's hunky-dory and fine, and actually, you know, you're not feeling so happy. So sometimes we assume that our partners, you know, will just know what we're thinking and feeling, but, you know, they don't really. So let's just get a couple of Moonology. Please let me know if this resonates with any of you. As I said, it won't be for all of you. It won't resonate for all of you. And, you know, I have specifically done this reading for people who have a, you know, a person in their life or somebody they're concentrating on. So it's not necessarily for singles, but it is a general reading. Please do bear that in mind. Yeah, look, Pisces, they're saying don't let pride get in your way. Because, you know, it may be that you're feeling a bit disgruntled. It may be that you're feeling a bit, maybe even resentful, which is sad when you have love for this person. And they're saying, look, you know, don't let pride get in your way. Don't say, you know, I can't be with this person because they're not doing A, B, and C, but I'm not going to tell them because they should know. You know, that's about letting pride get in the way, isn't it? They're saying nothing will come of this situation. Now, we can read this either way in this reading, because it's either about, you know, this relationship won't progress, or it can be that nothing will come of you moving on and you'll choose to stay where you are. So I'm going to clarify that card. What do we want to clarify with, please? Let's just see. Actually, no, let's use those. Let's just see. Spirit, what, can you give us some more information about this? Nothing will come of this situation. Some of you may be choosing to go to pastures new, Pisces. And I know that maybe you don't want to hear that at the moment, some of you. Remember, this reading isn't for all of you. So, you know, only apply it if it really resonates with you. But, you know, some of you may choose to, even though things were good in the past, you're feeling that your needs can be met more, you know, in a better way somewhere else. You know, so some of you will be choosing to leave this situation. Let's see what else. Are there any other cards for Pisces, please? Thank you. Yeah, you're going to have this clarity soon, though, Pisces. Look, because it says the answers you need are coming. So you are going to have that clarity about what you should do. This very much goes with this win or lose card here. You know, you are going to have the clarity and decide whether or not to move forward. And you will do what's right for you. You know, I'm not saying to you, Pisces, if you're not very happy, you've all got to go out and leave your partners. I'm certainly not saying that, because these, you know, readings are, as I keep saying, very, very general. Only you know what is right for you, Pisces. Only you know, you will follow your free will. So, you know, you need to make the decision that you feel is right for you. But this is just the energy that Spirit are giving me for me to pass on to you during the month of February. So I hope some of you have found it helpful. Please do, yeah, let me know in the comments. As I say, either way, whether you choose to leave this situation or not, whatever is on your mind regarding this relationship, the answers you need are coming. So, in fact, sorry, I was going to finish the reading and I've just thought, no, let's have a look at this. Because for some of you, you won't want to be leaving. So let's see if there's any more information. So for some Piscean spirit, what will the message be? Yeah, again, I do get the feel this seems to be a reading for a specific group of people, because here we have you crying over the past, but not concentrating on the good things. So, you know, some of you are being brought very much into the present and being asked to focus on all the positives that you have around you moving forward. Okay. All right, I'm going to leave it there, Pisces. Do let me know how you felt about the reading. Please don't forget to like. It just helps the channel to be picked up by the YouTube algorithm. So that's really helpful. And I'm going to be doing the work and career reading really soon. So don't forget to have a look at that if that's something you're interested in. And I will speak to you all soon. Take care.